few weeks back, there was a big riot in Leeds. And controversially, the police basically, after this riot erupted, it's believed to have been caused when the police accompanied social workers to a home, a house that we think was inhabited by Roma gypsies, where, according to the social workers, children were being abused, mistreated, and they wanted to get the kids out, and the police accompanied the social workers to make sure that process happened peacefully. The local community looked at this and decided it was a case of police horrific harassment or something, and the entire area of Hare Hills erupted into about 4 to 5 hours of serious rioting. It caused more than £1 million worth of damage, and after a little while, the police just pulled out and let the rioters get on with it, because they said that these rioters were specifically targeting the police. The police were their targets, and therefore the police got out. Frankly, I kind of think that the police have to face up to that kind of thing. You can't just go, oh, well, they're after us, so let's go. Anyway, that's what happened. Now, we're going to watch now a brilliant interview done by Talk's international editor, Isabel Oakeshott, who went up to Leeds to talk to a lady called Nicola Wilcox. The story will become apparent to you. But basically, Nicola, at the beginning of all this trouble, she went out and she gave the coppers ice pops because it was such a hot day, chatted with them, and then sometime later she basically said, wait a minute, look, these people are smashing our neighbourhood to bits. And these people, the rioters, were largely ethnic, definitely Roma gypsies, other ethnic elements as well. And for her troubles, the police then turned round, didn't arrest any of them, didn't arrest the people smashing the neighbourhood up, they arrested her. This is Nicola Wilcox's story.
So I'm here in the Hare Hills area of Leeds, and this is where 2 weeks ago, just a little over 2 weeks ago, the riots kicked off, apparently over the removal of a child by the authorities. And there were horrific riots in this area. As you can see, this is an area of quite high deprivation. That's probably putting it pretty mildly. The streets are very, very dirty. There are children roaming around. There are needles on the streets, plenty of hazards without a lot of people marauding around protesting. And it was just along from this alleyway that we're in that protesters set fire to a bus, sending plumes of smoke up into the air.
Violence has erupted in Leeds. This happened last night, actually, with rioters setting a double-decker bus on fire, overturning a police car. Hundreds of locals clashed with officers and pelted police vans with rocks and bricks. Now, the question is, why did that riot start? Well, it is believed to have broken out after social services took away 4 children from a family in the inner city area of Hare Hills at around 5 o'clock. This was yesterday. Footage shared on social media really is astounding and very, very shocking indeed. It showed the crowd smashing a police car's windows with a pram, with rocks and with bicycles before flipping the vehicle onto its side.
One of the local residents, Nikki, who I've been talking to, came out. She actually wanted to bring the police some refreshments and found herself being arrested.
My name's Nikki. I was arrested the day after the lady was arrested the day after the riots in Leeds. I went out basically to give the 2 police I could see from my window some refreshments, basically a couple of ice pops, because I thought from the carnage from the night before, I thought that bus must still be so hot, and they've been standing there for hours.
Let's cast back to what happened after you offered the police the ice lollies. Mm-hmm. They didn't accept your gesture, is that correct?
They were quite angry at my presence being there. What are you doing here? I said, what? I've got 2 ice pops. I said, what, you know, ice lollies, just, what are you doing here? And then that started to go home. But then, because this is happening, all the attention then is on me, the focus is on me, so all these I felt like Kim Kardashian. It was all these cameras are in my face, and the lights on those camera phones are so bright, and they're literally up here in my face. And then all these men started to pull their hoods up and come towards me. They kept saying, "Go home, go home," and I thought, I can't go home because they're all going to see where I live. So I couldn't say that out loud. I just kept saying, "I'm not going home. I'm going home now. I live there. They're going to watch me go into all these people." And I kept saying, "Why are they here? Why are they here? Why are you allowing them to be here? Why?" Because like I said, they haven't come for a picnic. So why are they here? I wouldn't say they were angry people. It was just it was when they saw me, all hoods seemed to come up. I thought, what's going to go on here? Why are these people interested in me? And the focus all went on to me then, and I started to get really uncomfortable, thinking, why are they all staring at me? Why are they coming towards me? The policeman said, the man on my right, "If you don't go home, we're going to have to arrest you." And you can hear me say, "Well, you're going to have to arrest me then." So they're starting to grab hold of my arms, and I said, "You don't need to manhandle me. I'm armed with 2 ice lollies. I'm not a threat to you. How can I be a threat to you? There's no need for this." And then I also said many, many times, "Don't do this. Don't do this because you're giving them what they want. You're giving them what they want. Please don't do this." And then I'm now getting incensed because they're all shouting at me and I'm swearing, which I'm absolutely appalled at my language, because I'm incensed. I'm absolutely incensed by them because I don't know what I've lost control of my own surroundings, and that's not good with me. I like to, and why are you doing this to me? And I start to shout, why are you arresting me and not them? Why are you arresting me? The area, as impoverished as it is, we're a multicultural community, and we all live in harmony. This has nothing to do with race, absolutely nothing. It's to do with a bunch of people that committed crimes that I've never seen before. So I've got handcuffs behind my back then. What's this for? They said, and then you can hear me say, "Oh my God, are you joking? You're going to put me in the back of this wagon?" They put me in, and I assumed or thought what they'll do is, because they know they'll take me around the block maybe and get me out and go on, you can go home now. Thought that's what will happen. It didn't tell me where we were going. No, nothing at all. 1 minute I was told I was being arrested for some sort of racial hatred. Also, I've been told that I'm being arrested for my own safety. So which one is this? I'm still not too sure which one it is. He stopped the police wagon and he opened the back and he said, "We need to have a chat." And I said, "You take these cuffs off me and speak to me like a human being rather than a common criminal, then we can have a chat, because I'm not a threat to you." I said, "I'm sitting here like this." And he went, "Fine," and just slammed the door. And that was it. I was taken to a police cell, and as you can see, I'm a very chatty, very boisterous, vivacious person. And I think I was probably in shock because I didn't speak for 13 hours. I just nodded because I've never been in a police station in my life, and just went in. They said, "Are you okay? Do you need anything?" Didn't speak for 13 hours. I think I was in shock. And the next day, they said they'd phoned my daughter. "We've been trying to get through to your daughter. There was one missed call at 1 o'clock in the morning." They didn't try. They took my trousers off me because they had a drawstring. Anyway, so they gave me like sort of prison issue trousers, if you like. I was given a blanket, and I spent the whole night in a cell. They'd come in every so often. "Do you want anything? Do you want some water, tea, coffee?" It's like, no, just couldn't speak. I couldn't speak. I've only ever seen a police station on television. I've never been in a police station before, and it was the most hideous, alien experience. I'm just going to start again. to me. Because I'd never been in a police station before. And I didn't even know why I was there. I just thought, they'll let me go in a minute. And all there is in the cell is like a very thin mattress and a toilet. And there's nothing else. And the next day I said, can I have some water? And he passed the water through a hole. Didn't even open the door. I couldn't figure out why I was there. I thought all those people and I'm here. Why am I here? I don't understand what I've done. But they said to me the next day, we're gonna try and get you out of here as quick as possible. And they brought someone from another police station to interview me. Had to interview me in that thing that you've seen on television where there's a table and you sit one side and the two policemen sit the other side. And that thing I've seen on television happened to me. And it was so nice. The policeman who came from this other police station who interviewed me, he was so nice. And he said, how are you getting home? I said, I don't even know where I am. No one's even told me where I am. He said, I'll take you home. Thankfully, it was in an unmarked car. It was just a plain car. And he was so sweet all the way. He kept saying, we're going to get those people, who did that yesterday. And I was like, I'm not really bothered about that. I was just thinking about what's happening to me. And I'm sure you will. But that's your job. I'm not going to start screaming and shouting because you haven't arrested them. You don't need to reassure me. It's not going to make any difference to my life. And all the way he kept saying, turning around at the traffic lights, and he kept saying, are you okay? I just couldn't speak. Just kept nodding and looking out at the window. Just couldn't speak. The man who was so sweet, this policeman, he said, the thing is, we've got to charge you with something. So we're going to charge you with the minimum. I was like, charge me with what? I don't even know what I'm supposed to have done. We've got to charge you with something because we've made an arrest and an offence has been committed. I was thinking, what offence? I really don't know what offence there was. I don't know what I was charged with. I really don't. I just know it's obviously something to do with race because I've got to do 2 hours racial awareness course. I had to ask somebody what two-tier policing and in the simplistic explanation is that it seems to be there's one rule for one person and another rule for another, and instead of having one rule for everybody, which I just find insane. I didn't even know that existed. I didn't know that was a thing until I was told that is this what's going on? That one person gets treated in a particular way. And I thought, oh, well, that explains everything that happened to me then. Oh, I see. I understand now. That's what happened to me. I was treated completely different to those people over there. And to me, they were the perpetrators, not me.
Why do you think they treated you differently, completely differently?
No, I've tried to process that, and I think... I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to figure out why. Like, are you trying to make an example of me or something, or is it for show? Is it? This is all I keep saying, but you don't get to see that. Is when they're manhandling me, and I'm saying you don't need to manhandle me. I'm coming quietly. I'm being compliant. I'm not struggling. I'm not even swearing. I said I'm swearing, but I'm not swearing at anyone. I'm swearing about the situation. I'm not saying being verbally violent to you as a human being. This is absolutely effing ridiculous, and I'm being compliant. But I'm incensed by them because I'm thinking, well, how come that nothing's happening to them, but it's happening to me? I don't understand what's going on.
Talk contacted West Yorkshire Police to ask why Nicola Darby was arrested on the 20th of July and if they had a statement they wished to release. But the force said it was unable to assist with the request under College of Policing guidance.